Good morning. Today I am going to talk about United Nations and its principal organs. And United Nations, founded at the end of Second World War, 1945. United Nations is an international organization made up of 193 member states committed to maintain international peace and security. So, one of the important aim of United Nations is to maintain international peace and security. And another motto of United Nations is giving life-saving support to populations hit by humanitarian crisis, helping build and keep the peace in conflict-ridden areas, supporting the governments and their citizens to advance development and fight poverty and promoting human rights. So, another aim of United Nations is to fight poverty in the poverty-ridden regions, promoting human rights and supporting governments and their citizens to advance development. These are the important aims of United Nations, and United Nations also aims to keep peace in conflict-ridden areas. There are many conflict-ridden areas in the world, especially conflict in many West Asian countries, African countries. There are so much of conflicts happening all over the world. So, United Nations intervene in these areas and try to maintain international peace and security. And one of the important organ of United Nations is General Assembly. General Assembly is the primary deliberative and policy-making arm of UN, at which all 193 member states are represented. So, there are 193 members represented in this General Assembly, and it is the primary deliberative and policy-making arm of UN. And it meets annually in September to debate pressing issues and to make decisions and recommendations on important questions of peace and security. So, in every year, it meets in September. General Assembly meets in September and it debate about pressing issues, and they make decisions and recommendations on important question of peace and security. And economic and social development, protection of human rights, the codification of international law, and the admission of new member states, among other matters. So, these are the important matters that is discussed and decided by General Assembly. That is about on important question of peace and security, economic and social development, and protection of human rights, codification of international law, and admission of new members states. So, a new member want to be a member of General Assembly, United Nations. General Assembly decide about this membership of a new member. That is the important aspects of General Assembly. And another organ of United Nations is the Security Council. The Security Council has primary responsibility for maintaining international peace and security. So, the Security Council has the primary responsibility for maintaining peace and security. It is comprised of 15 members, 5 of which are permanent. That is China, the Russian Federation, France, UK, and the US. These are the countries which are permanent in the Security Council. There are 5 permanent countries in the Security Council. The other 10 members are elected by General Assembly to 2-year terms. So, I have already told that Security Council comprises of 15 members. 5 members are permanent members, that are China, Russian Federation, France, UK, and US. And remaining 10 members, they are elected by General Assembly for the term of 2 years. That is a speciality of Security Council. And another specialty of Security Council is, whenever possible, it attempts to settle disputes through peaceful means, but it also has the authority to impose sanctions and authorize the use of force. So, whenever possible, Security Council attempt to settle dispute between countries through peaceful means. That's the important aspect of Security Council, and it also has the authority to impose sanctions. So Security Council imposes some sanctions on some countries. And 9 votes, including the votes of all 5 permanent members, are required for the council to issue a decision. So if a council want to issue a decision, there must be assent of 9 countries is essential. So among the 9 votes, all 5 permanent countries should be given assent for the particular issue. And remaining 4 countries in the Security Council should give assent for the issue. That's about the important organs of United Nations. So here I have discussed about United Nations and its principal organs. I have discussed about what are the important aspects of United Nations, and it consists of 193 members, and General Assembly, the Security Council, and are the important principal organs of United Nations. Thank you.